We're going on a little bit of adventure today, folks. I think you're gonna like this one. We're gonna try to get a unique view of something. This is interesting. I wonder what used to be here. We have to do a little bit of a hike to get there, but it shouldn't be too bad. Right now, today or tomorrow, is peak foliage day in Iowa, so at least around here I think we're at peak beauty. I'm walking on the edge of the cornfield because it provides the easiest way to, I think, get to where I want to go, but let's see. Nice, beautiful, open location here. I always like looking for signs of previous campsites. I don't see one though, even though this is a good ground for a fire. It's usually a good sign when you see one, because then you know it's legal. You see how this seemingly random chunks of wood are out here by this cornfield? It's from when the river floods and it drops them here. That's how you know you're in the flood zone, by the way. This right here is actually a pretty common trap. I doubt the camera can really pick it up, but that branch right there is in my way. So a lot of people would think, okay, well, just go around to the left, right? All this, Virginia stick seed, Virginia liceweed they also call it. It'll just stick to all your clothes. So best to try to avoid that nasty stuff. Now that this cornfield's ended, there's no easy way to get closer, so we're gonna have to do it the hard way. You're kind of going through the timber now. It's only 4:15, but the sun's already going to be setting sooner than normal. So we have to find our spot sooner than later. Yeah, I actually got beaten up a bit by the stickers. Covered in them. Sucks. It hurt. They uncomfy too. But on the bright side, you're surrounded by this beauty. Well guys, my plan originally was to camp under one of the biggest trestles in Iowa, but what I've come to discover is that it's just simply way too dense in here to get a good view, even when we're pretty close to the bridge by this point. I have a hammock, otherwise I could just walk down to the river and have a beautiful view of that, but I don't have a tent. I think we found it, folks. There's another trail camera. Well, bit of a snag, folks. That is right, folks. We are in a totally different place than we were in the last clip. And I'm just gonna smash all the clips together because why remake the video when I can just smash them together, right? So we last left off in the last clip with me about ready to set up camp. Well, I wasn't about to admit to you guys right then and there that I totally forgot my hammock and everything I needed to actually camp, so I bailed because I wasn't gonna spend the night just laying on the ground. So we are back. We're going at it a different angle this time because I want to get a close-up view of the bridge anyways, which is what I originally wanted to show, so this is kind of interesting. Today is October 15th, 2022, and that means it's the first day of early muzzleloader season, so there are a lot of hunters out right now, which is another reason why I'm walking this trail, to stay away from them, because it's really is quite dangerous, if I'm being honest with you. Not a great idea for somebody who likes to camp to just go walk around WMA land this time of year. One thing about this particular piece of WMA land is there are no trailheads close to here for easy hunters. So I mean, if somebody wanted to come hunt out here, they'd have to drag their deer 1 mile through pretty tough terrain to get it back to their truck or whatever. So don't anticipate seeing a lot of hunters out here. As you can see, this trail is pretty popular. Some picnic tables and overlook. Let's see what it looks like under this bridge. It'd be kind of cool if they installed rock climbing on these pillars, but I know that'll never happen. Every time I wanted to come out here to this area, but it's just miserable out here. We don't have any beach, it's all rock. Other side's got plenty of beach though, but we're not on the other side. Wonder what's in there. It's getting dark. I need to find a campsite soon, but I'm not having any luck at all. In this case, I wish I would have just brought my hammock. So I found this here, right here, and I've been dragging it like so. We're about the last half mile through this timber. I'm gonna use it as a fire pit, hoping to make it put up before it gets too dark. I have to wonder if a person made this. I mean, I don't think so, but there's an obvious path here. Well, the tent's set up, but I tell you what, some things just get really old, and you know, lesson learned. I got this knife as a Christmas present from my mom, and it fell out while I was hiking. So that's kind of a bummer. Hoping tomorrow. I doubt I'm gonna find it, but I did record my movement, so I know exactly where I walked at least, and if I'm lucky, I'll be able to find it. So I do kind of just carry that knife for a little bit of protection as well. So it's gonna suck not having that, and kind of was sentimental to me too. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Got the tent set up. Let's get our fire started. Ooh, it's already going pretty good. This is more of like an audio diary to myself, but like in my mind right now, basically, I'm so upset about that knife. I wish I could go back right now and try to find that. But it's already getting dark. It's gonna be dark in 30 minutes. I just can't. It really sucks. Anytime somebody gives me a gift, I always get very sentimental over it because I can't just buy a new one. That was for my mom. Whenever I can find junk like this to use, I'll use it because 1, I just have fun doing it. 2, it's always good to utilize used resources. And 3, hopefully it prevents a scorch mark. That's kind of my main goal here. Also gonna get a little bit further away from those plants because I don't believe in damaging the environment. It is going to be getting cold tonight, by the way. 37 degrees is the low, so right now it's very comfortable still. I'll tell you guys what the weather is. Gonna be colder tomorrow than it was today. All right, guys, since we're settled in, I think it's time to crack our step 2, as one of my favorite YouTubers, Steve Wallace, once said. And today we're having a Lagunitas IPA India Pale Ale. So thanks for choosing to spend the next few minutes with this fine ale. Savor the moment as the expansive hop character engages the imperial qualities of the malt foundation in combat on the battlefield of your palate. Life is uncertain, don't sip. They always have these kind of dumb sayings like that. Cheers, folks. It definitely smells like an India Pale Ale. Yeah, that's one of those. Last beer on the last video, that was actually pretty strong alcohol by volume, but this one is gonna be strong by taste. I can already tell you that just by the smell alone. Sometimes I like to see if there's any international bitterness units. It'll sometimes tell you how bitter it is, but this one doesn't say. Let's have a taste. Makes me feel very marginally, just marginally better about losing that knife, which I am prepared to spend 4 hours searching for that tomorrow. That is a knife that I've used for a while, so hopefully we find that. I've had a couple of ideas. I set my bag down twice and I know where I set it down, so I wasn't really crawling on my hands and knees through anything, so really only so many ways it could have fallen out. More so worried that it would have fallen on the trail and some kid will find it and, you know, start playing with it or something, because I sharpened that on a whetstone. It's actually sharp, so I'm hoping they don't hurt themselves with it. But cheers. It's pretty tasty. I just thought I'd add a timestamp, folks. It is October 15th at 6:33 p.m. You kind of seen earlier, it's about 59, 60 degrees. Next week, there will not be a camping video because I'm gonna go to some haunted houses with some of my coworkers. Shh, it's a secret. One of my coworkers runs a haunted house, so we're all gonna surprise him. We acted like we don't care about his haunted house and you know, this and that, just pretending like we don't care, and he doesn't think anybody's actually gonna show up, so we're all gonna go there as a group and surprise him. So that's what I'm gonna be doing next weekend. I encourage you guys maybe to go to a haunted house if that's your thing. So I have a lot of fun doing it, and should be a good time. That's what my plans are. Catch you in a bit. We're gonna be making food soon, by the way. Almost without fail, every single time I forget something, and guess what I forgot this time? Luckily it wasn't my sleeping gear or my shelter. It was just luckily a spoon, which I've had to deal with before. I'll just make a new spoon out of a stick or something. So let's make a spoon quick. It'll be a pretty nice stick to use for my spoon. Kind of wonder if that was how chopsticks were invented. Somebody forgot a spoon. They were like, oh, let's see if 2 twigs work. Those blue lights, I doubt the camera can pick it up, but there's some blue lights in the distance there. We're gonna go find them in a little bit. See what the bridge looks like at night. We'll get dinner finished up here, and I'm just making some hamburger helper. That's what I brought to eat tonight. So nothing crazy. I got some beef browned over there, and I got my bag of hamburger helper. Gonna wait for this to die down a bit, boil some water, and just should only be 20 minutes. We'll be ready. Probably more like 30. Oh my gosh, guys, that fire pit is driving me nuts. The smoke is just getting in my eyes, making me cry like crazy. Hopefully that'll be done cooking soon, though. That looks pretty good. It's done. It's done. Sorry it wasn't a good cooking clips today, guys, but just didn't really have the light for it. I'm gonna dig into this grub here and gonna enjoy. So I'm gonna finish eating this. Here's a better view of it. Looks okay. Doesn't look too bad. Gotta love those GoPro battery, folks. As I was saying, that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna dig and enjoy it, and then we're gonna go and investigate maybe one of the coolest things in all of Iowa to see at night. So stay tuned for that. When I said I'd make a new spoon, this was my idea of a spoon, by the way. It works. Pretty impressed with myself. I ate that whole thing with this spoon. Actually worked pretty good. You guys would be very surprised how well a twig works. Another pinch. That was good. We're gonna go show you these lights. We're gonna walk over there. I'm gonna show you guys them. I've never seen these lights on YouTube. I'm sure there's videos out there about them, but I've never seen them, and I'm gonna make my own. So hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for that. Here we go, guys. I know you can't see hardly nothing. Trust me, I'm very aware of that. But we are going on our first night hike, literally through the forest at night. No trail, no hiking trail, just a straight up forest. We're gonna go check out those lights. You know, I know this sounds silly, guys, but I just want to give you all a warning. When you are in the forest and you leave your campsite, you absolutely better know how to get back, because it only takes about 100 feet for you to lose that campsite, and you might never find it again. You're gonna be out there all night long, trying to find that campsite. You better hope you have a flashlight, batteries, cell phone, all of that stuff, because if you don't, you're gonna be in a world of trouble. I'm saying this because I just had to go back to my campsite because I forgot my battery. I had trouble finding it, and I was only about 1 minute walk away. I think this is so unfair to wildlife. Why is there barbed wire out here? This is public land. Why is there barbed wire? Unfair to me too. Like, I could have tripped on that. Not gonna lie, guys, I've underestimated just how difficult it is to navigate this forest in the dark. I don't get worried about getting lost in the light, but in the dark it's a whole different beast. I'm sorry, guys, but this is just not gonna happen. I'm pretty disappointed. Wanted to get over there, but it's too risky. Just too risky. I lost before, and it's not a fun feeling. It is not a fun feeling. I'm back to campsite. I had to bail on that. If it was a trail, that's one thing, but through a forest, that's a whole nother beast. So let's go ahead and get this fire lit again. So this right here are some mushrooms I found. I just thought I'd share you some interesting details. This is called the veal. That right in there, it's called the veal. When this breaks, it's called breaking the veal. Here, we have the stem, the cap obviously, and these were just starting to release their spores. So I'm not sure if I accidentally bumped these or not. Trying to find out where they were connected at. You guys might actually hear music playing in the background. I'll turn this light off so that you guys can kind of see me. Yeah, so there's some music playing in the background. I'm not a camping purist, or whatever you might like to say. Like, I think you should camp however you like to camp. I camp so often that I don't really need to go into the whole no electronics, no this, no that. Like, it's just kind of unnecessary for me, you know. Sometimes I just like to do the same stuff I do at home, but outside. And I think you should too if that's what you want. Don't let anybody else tell you different. This fire has been actually pretty beautiful. First night that we've had some decently cool weather and I can actually huddle around a campfire, so it's been kind of nice. There's no moon out tonight, so it's very, very dark out. We're about, I don't know, 45, 50 minutes from Des Moines, so Des Moines is actually, I know this doesn't really mean anything, but Des Moines is that way. So if we point a night lapse this way, we should get some good, decent stars, but obviously we're surrounded by timber everywhere, so we're not going to really get any. But if we angle the camera up, you know, something like that, might get a decent night lapse. We'll see. It's all about perspective, folks. Think how big this world is to that little worm. It's incredible to think about, really. And then we think about the world in our own eyes, and sometimes it doesn't feel that big at all. I have no idea what that just was. I still have this rash over 2 months later from the low hills. Never heard that noise before, by the way. I don't know what that was. Alright guys, I'm in the tent. There's a lot of noises out here, but they're fairly far away, at least a mile, maybe even more away, so nothing to really worry about. I mean, in Iowa, the only things really out here are like coyotes, squirrels, skunks, raccoons, opossums. You know, there are badgers, but I've never seen one before. They're very rare, and I can tell you they're rare because I spent hundreds of hours outside and I've never seen one. You know, even a couple mountain lions around here somewhere, but I doubt they're near me, so you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than finding a mountain lion in Iowa. But anyways, I'm going to catch you guys in the morning. I'm going to maybe play a little bit of online chess on my phone, and I'm going to hit the hay, so catch y'all in a bit. Peace. Morning, guys. It's noisy out all night. Coyotes, squirrels, stuff moving through the woods. Gonna go ahead and get that tent packed up, finish getting dressed, pack up some of my stuff. Catch you in a bit. Pillow shot it deflated on me last night. Started this fire while I was packing up. This was my campsite, by the way. I'm not sure you guys got a great view of it last night. That's where my tent was. Got the bacon on. Cheers to bacon. Good. This is kind of an easy way to clean your pans from the grease before you put them away. And then you get home and you just wash them. Give it a better wash, but this works pretty good in the meantime. Try it, folks. A second cup of coffee. I like to get extra caffeinated in the mornings. Pretty much all day. Not just morning. Well, guys, I kind of delayed my time out here because I was trying to find that stupid handle to my pan, but I don't know where the hell it went. I'm gonna have to see if I can somehow buy another one without having to buy a whole new frying pan, because that would be extremely annoying. Extremely annoying if I have to do that, but I try to find it, I can't, so what are you gonna do? Well, the truth is, my time is honestly more valuable than to look for a frying pan handle, which I've already spent 2 hours looking for, so we're gonna head out. I can't find it. It happens. I mean, it happens. It happens. If we were perfect, our names would be God, so all good. All good. But I do still want to see if I can find that knife, so let's head out, see if we can find that knife. Part of me finds it humorous that I see actual hunters out here looking for deer and they just come right up to me. I've only seen like 3 of them. Kind of funny. If you want to catch a deer, just go camping and be a little bit quiet. You'll find one. Yikes, that is scary. Those ugly looking plants with all the seeds on them. Very, very nasty. They're one of my most hated plants. Oh, why do I do this stuff? This is miserable, man. Getting stickers all over, cackle burs all over. Gonna fall and break my neck. God, it sucks. It's probably about 10 degrees colder up here than in that valley, if not more. It is actually cold up here compared to down there. It was actually pretty nice. Which, you make sense. I mean, you got the protection of the valley from the wind, but at the same time, cool air generally falls. And so sometimes it is even cooler in the valley. When I say Des Moines River Valley, by the way, this is kind of what I refer to. I've walked through this patch of timber, which is literally just right over there. I was actually there last week and didn't see any coal mines, but keep on the lookout for them. By the way, this is what I was talking about last night when I wanted to come up here and see the lights. These actually light up with the blue light. They're really cool. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to get that footage. The sun's come out. And I wish I had some money, I would donate. Not gonna lie, these are maybe some of the most beautiful views I've ever seen in Iowa. I can see somebody hunting all the way down there through this. Well guys, that is pretty much going to conclude today's video. Looks like I'm gonna have to buy a new handle for my frying pan, and I'm gonna have to buy a new knife because I was not able to find them. It is what it is. It could be a lot worse, so I will update you guys if anything happens at the car. I got about a half mile back to the car, so it'll be interesting to see if anything goes on over there. Remember how I said it looks like sometimes I find these old roads, but it's just so hard to tell because it doesn't look like there's been a road in a while. I think I figured it out. I think they're roads from old coal mines from 150 years ago. said, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and watching with me and hanging out with me today. It's always nice keeping company with y'all. So I hope you all have a great day, a great weekend, a great day, a great night, a great whatever. And you keep it real till next time. And with that being said, peace out.